2 years ago, I wrote a feature film. 1 year ago, in 6 months, I started pre-production. There's one problem with that. I told the whole world that I'd make that feature film inside of a year. It's day 522 in the journey in making a full-length animated movie inside of Blender. And today, we're going to talk about why I've decided to start rewriting the script. I've actually been doing this for like the last month also, but still, I'm going to talk about why I'm rewriting the script in this video. Let's get okay. So for some context, I've always loved filmmaking, and more than a year ago now, probably I guess 2 years ago or something like that, I decided to start doing my dream project, which is like making a full movie. For some reason, that's just something I just really wanted to do. It's the first reason I want to rewrite, but there's probably a dozen, I guess, is because I don't like the current script or the old script. Like now the current script is like a weird mix of like two scripts. It's like it's a mess right now because I'm in the middle of rewriting. I hope I'm in the middle. Honestly, I'm probably more in the beginning, but enough talking. Let's actually get started. Right now I'm working on rewriting scene number 3. I've already gotten the first 2 scenes done, the opening image, and well, that was really hard, but now I'm at this part where the theme of the movie is stated, so it's pretty important, and I need to work on dialogue, which is why my sister, who's actually a writer and an author, is going to help me. I hope. I don't know. I've kind of asked her, but like she didn't say yes or no yet, so we'll see, guys, if we get this figured out. Don't ask why I'm laying on the ground in a pile of papers that I've generated over the last like 3 years. This is fine. Yesterday someone sent me a video that I actually had already seen, but apparently I didn't watch it all the way through yet. So yesterday I watched it, and I feel like, but basically what they said was give the characters filters. Like, how would this character say, and get away fly. If I think about, okay, how would this character say it? What's their thought process? What mood are they in, and all these things like that. It'll help me be able to write dialogue that makes sense. What I did do is do that for my character, Betty Fleetfoot, for this specific scene. Like, what's going on? This is what's supposed to be going on. Don't read it. But actually really excited, and I got a like little line of dialogue that I suddenly like, whoa, it works way better just by deleting things. I'm kind of a fan of like taking all the dialogue you have and then just deleting half of it, because it just makes it like, whoa, it's really deep. There's all this, I guess, what is it, subtext? What is subtext actually? Oh, duh, of course. The meaning beneath the dialogue. That's pretty obvious, of course. So now I can use subtext confidently. Elite, let's go, guys. Okay, cool. So that's super fun. I feel like I've learned something today. Common W, guys. So with this like new plan, sort of, it's not that new. It's just like a re-realization, I guess. I'm gonna continue working on scene number 3 and hopefully get some more work whipped out. But what I'm having the hard time, honestly, with, and I talked about this a few videos ago, is getting the theme stated, which is supposed to happen within the first 5 pages of the movie, of the script, whatever, first 5 minutes, same thing. And I really should be recording with OBS. Hey, there we go. Let's go. Okay, so yes, have Faden open, and I have an idea, guys, okay? So over here inside of Faden, there's this line. Well, I'm starting to figure out maybe how I want this conversation to go. It's, for some reason, it's been really hard for me. I don't know why. Apparently, my small brain can't figure this out, and I don't know why. Okay, so, yeah. Over here, we have this line where basically what I want Betty to get, I want her to get frustrated, which I kind of came up with in this like filter thing. Over here, I have this like conflict. We need the conflict basically to happen so that like things will move forward in the scene. Because without conflict, there isn't much of a scene. It just is like, oh hey guys, how you doing? Hi, what's up? This is boring. Yeah, we don't want this movie to be really boring. Boring as beans. We don't want that. So we need right conflict. And how are we gonna get conflict, guys? Well, that's kind of what I'm trying to figure out right now. So, I think one of the main ways we can create conflict is that Betty, in the last scene where Jane and Betty were, Betty's the main character, by the way, if you guys are new, they were having this music lesson, and Betty got caught totally getting zoned out, looking outside the window, watching a horse rear. That's what it's called. And then they go like, no, you know, that I learned that like a few weeks ago. I didn't know that's what it was called. Yeah, that was really exciting for me, but. So Jane, Betty's best friend, takes her after the music lesson, after they get kicked out, to look at the horse that she was looking at, because Jane knows as she says in this line, I want the audience to know that Jay knows. Like I know that you know that you know, that we know. It's the thing. Come on, we know this together. We want also Betty to say that she doesn't want to be here. I feel like that's an important like line. So it's this weird like, okay, we have that there, and then what the next line is Betty's basically kind of because there's this conflict now. Betty's going to reveal some information that the audience needs to know. It's important. It's an exciting thing. This is one of the things that I figured out from that video. I like took a really bad screen capture of. That's one of the things we were saying. Like, have your conflict, and then from that conflict, you can now have some exposition, which is important actually. So for this, now I need some actual details. So the music lessons. So Betty's like, I'm sick of following you everywhere. The music lessons, and then I'm thinking like church, because I don't know. I need basically what I'm trying to now create is some backstory for Betty. Which is why the whiteboard guys, if the camera will cut in about 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. Hey, I actually got the timing right. Let's go. That's surprising. But over here, I have some like random like backstory things for Betty. One of them is like at 3 years old, Betty hears her father say he likes a random toy horse. They're like, I don't know, at the mall or something. Okay, and they're trying to pick out a gift for Betty. It's her birthday, right? And instead of picking out like this like doll that like a normal girl would get, she gets like the little horse figurine thing, and basically she does that to like please her parents subconsciously. Like she's only 3 years old, so like basically I want to set this up as like a early problem. Okay. So yeah, guys, that's the plan. So I need more things like that to be able to make this one line work. So I needed to get to know Betty better, which is crazy because I spent like ages like filling up that whiteboard. I literally just erased a whole bunch of random things I had. So now I have more space. Let's get thinking. I'll talk about in a minute about why I am rewriting this movie. This is exciting. Let's keep going. The stop button's over here. Not why am I rewriting this movie? Point number 2, I think, is I know I can do better. I don't think I could do better. I know I could do better. Now, originally, when I finished writing the script originally, like I was like, okay, guys, the script is done. Boom, let's go. And I was so excited. Like I'm not gonna go and find the archive clip of me being like, let's go, guys. But I was like so hyped. Back then, I couldn't do any better. Like that was as good as I could. I knew how to do it. But like I've learned so much since then, and like it's been like 2 years basically. More or less, I don't know. It's hard to get the exact dates, guys, but roughly it's been over a year and 6 months, and it's been probably around 2 years since I was like done with a script, and I made some more changes, but whatever, that doesn't matter. I know I could do better now, and that's really exciting, but it's also scary because I know at the same time the script is never going to be perfect, and that's something I have to be okay with. So, yeah, that's the thing now. If I'm going to spend another year on this project, 2 years, 3, I don't know how long this project is going to take, if you've noticed yet. I really don't. I'm in this for the long run, okay? I want to spend the next, chunk of time on something I want to work on. I don't want to work on something that I know is it's half good. So even though it's kind of concerning and scary that I'm still working on the script, you're like, bro, what? 522 days and you're still working on the script? And someone commented like a few days ago and was like, dude, what's honestly going on here? Like, this is kind of concerning, but also kind of like exciting. I don't know what to think about this. And I kind of feel the same way. And it was hard for me to realize that, just like come to the realization, I need to rewrite this. So that's why I'm rewriting. Let's continue the video and get back to work on scene number 3. Okay, let's go. I'm still here writing. It's been I don't know, 20, 30, 40 minutes or something like that. I don't keep a timer. Okay. Even though I do have a timer, I don't use it that much for some reason. Anyhow, I am finally getting to a place where I am liking this scene more, and I'm so thankful for that. Okay. So now we have Betty. She's like, I don't want to be here. And then she gets off this round table, which is, I have this scene kind of in my, actually, you know what, guys? I could show you this scene. I have it kind of mocked up inside a Blender. So give me one moment. Okay, this is going to be fun. I think it's in this file right here. This is such a massive environment, guys, honestly speaking, but whatever. Let's see. I gotta one hand this. Okay, well, let's put the microphone down. How scary. Alrighty, let's see. Where are we? I think right here. If I could turn off that, there we go. So yeah, this scene happens right here. Now this is not probably what it's gonna look like at the like final like end, but like this is kind of like what I mocked up. So we have Betty and her best friend Jane sitting on these or laying on these two hay bales, looking over at horses that are over here. All right, and you can kind of imagine like they're like laying on top of them, kind of like that, and it's like the scenic kind of scene. Get it, scenic, and I feel like it'll be really cool. There's some drama that happens that I'm not going to get into yet, but now that you kind of know what it looks like, and like they're looking over, so imagine Jane's still looking here, and then Betty slides off her hay bale, and she's like, I don't even know why we're here. Like she's kind of frustrated. She's having a hard time. So let's go back to fade in here. Betty's friend says, I saw what you were looking at. And so if you go over here, you can kind of imagine like she's still looking over there, and she kind of says her line. And Betty, she doesn't like that. She's like, you know what? I'm sick of following you everywhere. The music lessons, church. You talk for me. Just stop trying to fix me. All right. And this finally, I don't know how to do this, but I feel like this finally sets up the theme stated, which I keep changing. I like every video. I feel like it's a different theme stated, but it's all kind of getting to the same point. And once again, dialogue. I'm trying to get better, guys. I'm trying to get better, at writing this stuff. So Jane she's still up here, and she sits up like kind of cross-legged, and she's like, what? And then this is kind of a power dynamic thing. I don't know, this scene is just kind of working somehow. So actually I can pop the camera over here. Oh wow. So you can imagine like, and once again, this scene is going to look so much better once we like deck the halls with bells of holly, if you will, with all these like, clearly animating it's just going to like elevate it for one, and then like adding like I don't know, like bugs or something flying. And is my camera glitching out? Oh, it's so irritating. Why is my camera glitching? Okay, I need to figure out what's going on with this. Hopefully my capture card is not broken or something. All right, anyhow, Jane is like above Betty right here, and that's how Betty kind of feels. Like she feels like Jane's like getting into her business. So I feel like this is like things are going well, basically is what I'm trying to say. And there's one more reason why I am really wanting to like rewrite the script, but I'll get to that later. Okay, so time to get back to rewriting. Let's go. It is lunchtime, but I've just realized something that is kind of cool. Well, first of all, I should be using more insert cut, like little things. I was looking at this. I printed out years ago, maybe a year or two. I don't know how long ago, a while ago, the script for Inception, which I love that movie. And I was just looking at it. First of all, I was like, every paragraph or little line of action started with the character's name, and then I looked at here and I was like, oh, the same thing. Okay, so I don't have to like be worried about that. Sometimes the small things just drive me crazy. I'm like, why is this happening? So for me, it's like Betty turns her back towards Jane, dialogue. And then Jane pauses in horror, dialogue. And then the next thing is Betty leans against, that's not a bad thing. It's the script, for goodness sakes. This is just to get what is my head to the screen. So yeah, that's nice to remember. All right, and the third and final reason about why I'm rewriting the script is I do not want to waste people's time, okay? It's no fun. Like, imagine waiting for like so long to like see a movie and then like it's just kind of like mediocre. That wouldn't be cool. I don't want to waste my time. I don't want to waste your time. And that brings me to another point. This is all a journey, and well, yeah, I don't want to waste people's time. I'm gonna do my best at what I'm gonna do. Why do it if you aren't gonna do your best? But I also don't want to waste time. So it's this weird like balancing act, and I'm probably going too far on one side and then too far on the other. But for just a brief moment, we're gonna be right on the line, which is perfectly awesome. So cool. Now, honestly speaking, I'm like probably like getting like close to halfway done with scene number 3. It is going slowly, but the progress we've had today, so far, has been way more than I've had like the last few days. So I'm really, really thankful that this is kind of, the scene's kind of coming now. It was not coming. It was totally not coming. So let's go, guys. So it is 2:38 in the afternoon, and I am excited, guys. Okay. It is time to work on the second half of scene number 3. Now, a while ago, I don't know, like a week ago, I don't know, some time ago, I decided to merge 2 scenes that were happening in the movie, just to one scene. This like one scene where Betty's like what I kind of just wrote like a few minutes ago, is at this like these hay bales, and she's like talking to Jane, and there's this other scene here where Henry, Betty's father, catches them like trespassing on Spud Dauber, the antagonist's field, which is a no-go for him. Like that makes him very angry. So that's the second half to the scene, which I've kind of like stuck together. But I'm a little honestly worried. I'm not sure how this is gonna work. Can I like just stick two scenes together just like that? We'll have to see. So let's get working and fade in here. All right, so yes, fade in here. I don't know why I decided to move the camera like that was kind of special. But so yeah, this is scene 3 right now. I decided to hide the page numbers because that was just not working. It was just not helping at all. It was making it worse. It was very difficult. I don't know why my small brain couldn't handle that, but it couldn't. So yeah, that's great. There's a resolution right here, but that's like a fake win, I guess. You know, so if we ended the scene right here, Jane restates that, like I said, your family loves you. There's nothing to prove. It's a good scene. I feel like, you know, it serves its purpose. And we just set up the fact that her dad would kill her if he caught her there. And we just stated that our family loves her. So this is a fun way to break that by having Henry show up. So I'm not sure honestly how I want to do this. I have I guess I could just show you a Google Doc thing right here where I kind of list the different things that I need to happen in this scene if I could just make it work. Let's see. All right. Well, anywho, sorry about that, guys. OBS being weird. Totally my fault though. So yeah, scene 3 here. Exterior Spud's field, noon. And no, I don't think I changed that to the right name, but that's fine. So yeah, we have the theme stated, and now the disaster. Henry catches Jane and Betty, and payoff is we pay off and confirm that the Fleetfoot Spud relationship is rocky. Like it is not good. It is not good. It is rough. So yeah, we have to basically have Henry. Yeah, I need to figure out like the blocking of the scene. Like, okay, so how does this work? Do we have Betty? She's just like, you know, wow. We could have Betty go something like this. So. And yeah, I hate these shorts, by the way. They're ugly, but I don't care even. Okay, anyways, so we have Betty. She's like, I don't know why I'm doing this right now, but like Betty's like, I can't remember the line, but you know, blah 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 blah. And then Jane's like, she's still on top of the hay bale. She's sitting cross-legged. She's like, your family loves you how you are. There's nothing to prove. And then how would Betty respond? Betty would be kind of like, you're right. No, I have it. Yes. Sorry. Betty, she looks up and she's like, you can't see me, but she's like, yeah, she agrees basically. You know, like I'm not sure the word, but she has this like, you know, she's okay with that idea. And then we have Jane. And yes, okay, so Betty, like that, there's that beat where she looks up. The conflict has been resolved, and then Henry shows up, and he's like, you know, middle of the road, hops out of the truck. He's like, what you doing in my swamp? Nah, he's not going to say that, but like, he is not going to be happy at all. So I'm going to get to work writing that. And, let's see what happens here. Okay. Good evening, guys. Everything's going okay here. There's nothing to be worried about. Everything to say for yourself, Kate? It is the end of day 522 in the journey. Yes. So if you've made it this far in the video, congratulations. You're probably part of the like 1 to 15% of people who are true. I don't even know what has happened today. Is actually I'm so thankful for the progress made, and if there's piano music playing in the background, it's because of the I'm just joking, I'm not sponsored, it's just my sister playing the music in the background. Anyhow, yeah, today was actually pretty awesome. We got a lot of work done on scene 3, even though I wanted to like be much farther along in the rewrite process by now. I'm not, and I just have to be okay with that. It's just part of the journey. The journey is, well, it takes lots of winds, and it's not exactly a very straight process, but as long as you're still on it, I feel like we're, you know, on the right path, right? Like, you know, it's path and a journey. It's like, it's an allegory, okay? Come on. I hope that kind of answers the question of why in the world am I rewriting the movie so far along into production? And Yeah, that I honestly I this whole idea of this being the theme of the video came from one singular comment, which just kind of was like, oh, you know what, that could be a cool video. So if you enjoyed the video, comment and be like, yo, I enjoyed the video or something. I don't know, but see you hopefully sometime soon with some other revelation I've had while making a feature film inside of Blender. Bye bye.